For today's video, I'll go over the Carlton and Richmond game. So I'm not sure if I'll do a lot of these sort of videos, but if they're well received, I might do a bit more. So yeah, watch the game. Super happy that footy's back. It was just, yeah, really good to watch. The commentators were so excited. The crowd was up and about. It's great to see. But today we need to speak about Dusty, Dow, Short, Cripps, Walsh, and Dougherty. So we'll just go over them briefly. Just my thoughts. And also probably one more thing to note is the game was a lot more contested than it was in the preseason. Probably not as much as it was last year, I think. Yeah, still saw a fair few bombs down the line, stuff like that. Rucks didn't score the best, but but there were a lot of hitouts in the game. So I'm thinking, we thought that Rucks and mids probably might suffer a little bit. I don't think they're going to suffer too much, but it's only one game, so something to note. Maybe overreacted with defenders, but a lot of us picked a lot of defenders because the rookies are just horrific down there. So anyway, so we'll get into the video. Number one, we need to speak about Dusty, and the reason I've owned Dusty the past few years, I think. I can't remember the last time I didn't have him, to be honest, probably before I was making videos. I think the issue here is he seems a bit more switched on for the home and away season, which is a bit of a concern because there's been a lot of hype about him in the preseason, but there was a 40 game stretch where he didn't hit 140 once, somewhere between 2018 and 2020 or something like that. 40 games, not one score over 140. He's gone nearly 160 in round one, and I think I'm not going to rush to bring him in, but I'm just thinking that looked like 2017 Dusty. I'm not sure he's going to reach those heights, but he looked a lot better than 2018, 2019, 2020 regular season Dustin Martin. I think clubs definitely need to clamp down on him because every time he touched the ball, he pretty much just fended off his opponent and created a score. And then when he was forward, he just got one-on-ones far too often. So he's a superstar. Something needs to be done about that, and I think he'll get attention coming up. But yeah, I am worried about not having him because he's 50% ownership. Previous years I haven't been worried at all just because he just cruises during the home and away season. Maybe he does that again, I don't know, but that looked like a guy that he was serious for the home and away season. I don't know, just seems like with all the hype around him, just seems a bit more switched on, but yeah. Next we have Paddy Dow. So I don't own Dow, and I almost picked him. I just wasn't sure if he was good or not. And my observation of Paddy Dow was he showed signs of a lot of improvement. So a lot of his stoppage work was actually pretty good. Around the ground didn't do a whole lot, but also I saw the old Paddy Dow kind of looked, I don't want to say looked scared, but maybe not hard enough at the contest. I don't know if that's the right word. Skied a few balls out in the full. Decision making by foot I thought was quite poor. At 200k, you just keep him until he stops playing, I guess. He only really played one good quarter, which was the second quarter. Had a decent patch in the end of the first quarter, and a little bit towards the end of the fourth quarter. Other than that, he was on the bench, forward, or doing nothing. So I'd be a little bit worried about Dow just because all of a sudden I don't think he's a lock in the best 22 anymore. I'm not sure if he even was in the first place, but obviously you just give him another game, and he's basically a rookie, so you just hold him for as long as possible, really. So if you own him, you only pay 200k. It's not the worst. If you don't, it's whatever. But yeah, I don't know if it's anxiety or something or the pressure, but yeah, there's a lot of pressure on him, so maybe he needs a few games and he'll come good, because he's shown a lot in the preseason, but just saw probably more bad than good, but yeah, just one game. So yeah, with Dow, yeah, I'm not worried if I don't own him, but owners, if you have him, it's only 200k, who cares. Next we have Jaden Short. So he scored 100, which I guess is good, and he was tagged for quite a lot of the game by Gibbons, so a lot of the time he was trying to get the free hand pass off, and it just wasn't happening. So, was trying to get a free handball received. Gibbons was just chasing him around. So a little bit of worry that he's going to see more of that. I think kick-ins probably saved his score, but at the same time, we might see higher scoring this year. So more kick-ins for Jaden Short. So when Hooley comes back, which seems like it's going to be pretty soon, but Hooley will probably miss a lot of games. He's not playing 22, I assume. given his durability recently. His scoring might drop off just a little bit, but that's fine. I think he's the main man now in defence, and yeah, they look for him and he wants the ball. He demands it. So not too worried about Short. Hopefully less tagging happens, but he might have some lowerish games. Might have some huge games as well. So yeah, I'm okay with Short at the moment. Just I thought defenders might be scoring a bit more this year, but I'm not sure that's the case. But I still think they want the ball in the good ball users' hands. So next we'll speak about Patrick Cripps, and he was pretty uninspiring tonight. And I saw the same guy that I saw. I think he was a little better than last year. Still one game, still very early, but you know, I thought the coach probably wasted him up forward, didn't do a whole lot, but all of a sudden he's never been a high endurance guy, and with the new rules, it's potentially an issue because he didn't run out the game well at all. After half time, what did he score? Like barely anything, I feel. Maybe like 20, 30 points or something. So a little bit of concern with Cripps. Yeah, just because the way he didn't really pass the eye test. He looked a little slow out there. I guess he's always been that way, but yeah, 28 touches is a huge positive, but yeah, kind of, again, like last year, faded in and out of games, and that's what happened again. So you might have fake Primo here, but it's very early to tell. If you picked him, you just assumed you'd stick to the plan, I guess, that he's going to get near his best. At his price, probably only needs lower hundreds to pass. But yeah, non-owners would be, I think, happy because there's a lot of big dogs in the midfield, and yeah, you can probably only have one of the Cripps type if he continues how he's looked over the past 18 months. So I haven't seen anything to convince me that he's that guy anymore, but maybe still a bit of time. So next, Sam Walsh. He pretty much run amok everywhere, and I think his game style is pretty sustainable. So his disposal efficiency was higher than usual. And Richmond do leak points, so Walsh kind of looks like a 110 guy, I think, because the upside with Walsh is he's getting a lot of inside mid-time, and guys that are running machines are going to benefit from these new rules. And even without the new rules, if you're running machine, you're always going to benefit anyway. So that is Sam Walsh. He's Whitfield tier endurance. So I don't have him. Not super worried that I don't have him, but yeah, I'd be very happy if you had him. Yeah, just looks he has a sustainable game style. And finally we have Sam Dougherty. I don't think this probably not the best signs. Gary Lyon before the broadcast started was saying that I think he thought Dougherty was going to play a bit more of a lockdown role, which he kind of did. Thought he was playing deeper in the first half and then started racking it up in the third quarter. I think yeah, it seems fine right now, but yeah, with Dougherty, I'm not sure if he's going to play more accountable at times, which is probably a bad sign, and his durability isn't the best, so I think if you have him, you just hold him, obviously, but not the role was the issue here with Dougherty. But yeah, still on the pill, and probably still, we know he has that ability to if he gets freed up from his man. But yeah, both him and Sard, I think Tundor got near it. But yeah, interesting game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a good year and see how we go. Still a long way to go, so yeah, I feel like I'm very knee-jerk person to a lot of scores and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to call it as I see it and try and draw on history a bit. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.